Hi everybody, this is Don Gerwin, and wanted to show you guys something that I was thinking about for a while back about this airplane. It puts in too much bank when you're flying it, and I told the developers, wrote them up a ticket, and I says, hey man, this is the situation. And he's like, well, give us a video and recreate it. I'm like, give me a break. I told him, and everyone says the plane banks too much, on autopilot. But man, I'm from Flight Simulator FSX. I've been doing that for ever since it came out, or from 3.1, Flight Simulator 3.1. But FSX, I know in a setting that there's a setting in there, is in the aircraft.cfg file that says limits the bank, the bank angle on airplanes on the autopilots, under autopilot. I'm very familiar with FSX, and I was wondering if this was the same. I'm like, well, this is a whole different system, I don't know. I've never actually really looked into the aircraft.cfg here, but I looked up the F18. That was a while back, but that's the same exact file. And I'm like, well, why don't I try the DC Designs, aircraft.cfg? But I looked it up and they don't have one. But I did find where it does. There's a place where you can limit the bank, and it works beautifully. I demonstrated here, and it's just right on. I mean, like, oh man, that's like a dream come true, man. But I looked up their max bank angle on the autopilot. They had 65 degrees of bank. Now that's way too much bank angle. And like actually in IFR flight, they only allow you 20 degrees of bank. But 25 degrees. Or like 20 degrees is not enough to like when you're doing IFR approaches, it won't follow the path correctly. So my solution to that was like 35 degrees. That's what I would use in IFR flying. I would change it from 20 to 35, and it works beautifully. Here I can demonstrate it here. I mean, now this thing works good. And I'll show you guys where that number is. But right now I'm doing 250 knots, set at 3,000 feet. And I will demonstrate the thing here. We'll go 90 degrees bank. It's actually not that hard to do either. So I'm going to it's about 90 degrees. There's 30 degree bank, 35 degree bank angle, and it pretty much comes right out on the correct number. None of this, going back and forth. It just comes right out. Right, the exact heading that you want it. I mean, I don't know if it's exact, but here, pretty darn close, and it's none of this back and forth thing here, and it works really good. So there, I just demonstrated it here. Let me try it again. Let me do it the other way. Well, I'll do it once more the same way. But yeah, it's not a very hard setting to change either. But I was, you know, wondering about that. I was trying to wonder if it was the same, you know. But they have, it is pretty much all the same. See how it comes out on the heading here. But yeah, it works beautiful, man. I mean, it comes out. That's just, can't get any better than that. Now I could, you know, do some real IFR flying with this thing. But that was one of the major things. Oh, I didn't even see about losing altitude, but maybe check to see what the altitude loss is. Because before it would be way off. Let me just try it again. Altitude loss at sea. Not really much of any. But yeah, now this plane will be pretty cool. Actually, now I could actually really fly it. I was really disappointed, you know. But yeah, look at that. Doesn't lose altitude at all. I'm going to have to B-key the barometric pressure a little, maybe. But yeah, it didn't lose any altitude whatsoever. But one other thing I found out that what you can do is, you know, that pause, when you hit this pause button, that doesn't work. It just screws up your flight. But what you can do is just hit escape. There, now I'm paused. And it works beautifully. You know what I mean? But anyway, here I'll show you where the it is. So you got it. Mine's the E. Actually, I have a so here's the community folder. It's in a community folder. And look down over here. And you see DC Designs. Well, here, maybe, well, maybe I'll just go into the F18. This is just like the old FSX. The aircraft.cfg right here. Exactly like FSX, which I'm really surprised of that's how they done it, but I've never really looked at these before. I never tried to look. But you look under here, and I'm sure people who are familiar with FSX. But here's the autopilot. Autopilot right there. Alright, and so max bank. This one has 27 and 14. Now I don't know what the 14 number is, but I know this will limit the bank angle to 27. You know, the autopilot. But that's how you find it in like an FSX file. And here's the DC Designs. I just happened to be looking at it this morning. I'm like, I just was sitting down here and I was like, you know what, I wonder if I could find that setting. And what I did is I made a folder, just original systems bottom slash CFG. That's where it's in. It's in systems in this one right here. And then what you should do is I just made my own folder, And then I just put it here, the original one right here, and this is the backup just in case I screw that one up. So if you always want to make a backup of your files, but actually there's all kinds of things that you can change in there. And you know, if you know what you're doing, I mean, sometimes it's really hard, takes a long time to do, but you can change a lot of different things in there. But you don't be changing numbers unless you know what you're doing. But here, right here, it says autopilot, and I seen that, I'm like, all right. And then right here, they got max bank. They had it at 65. But so I tried it at 35. I'm like, you know, because actually that's just about the bank that you would need when you're doing an IFR approach, when you're, you know, following on the approach plate. But 20 degrees doesn't quite follow it cleanly. But 35 with FS, I was mainly flying a 747. But even PMDGs, I would change theirs too. But you can change anything you want. You put it on 20, 25, but 35 will work. And in this airplane, see, it lost no altitude. I mean, you could not now. I didn't realize that this is very much like FSX. But anyway, that's where the and you do the max pitch here, 225 angle. And this is all exactly the same. I mean, appears to be just like FSX. But then whether you have electrical and all that, so and these are lights, where the lights are at. But yeah, and then you got flight model. You can even adjust this as a contact points. Weight and balance, you can change this around if you wanted to. I think but the one thing that I was doing is I think you know, if you don't think the plane flies right, you can change some of the stuff a little, you know. But or like this too, the aerodynamics, I noticed that you could really change stuff around by messing with the numbers. But I would just do one number at a time and see how it flies, you know. But there is one number that I don't remember exactly what it was, but I wouldn't mess around with those numbers. But yeah, you can mess with the aerodynamics too, you know. Maybe the roll rate or the yaw rate. Maybe, you know, you could maybe try some of that, or you know, if you want to try and improve the aerodynamics of your airplane. Or maybe it's, you know, it takes a long time though to do, because you gotta, some settings will make everything worse if you change the numbers. But like elevator up limit 33. But anyway, the main thing is that I wouldn't mess with the numbers. I'm not going to. I think it flies great. I mean, it flies really good. But on here they got aircraft.cfg here. But the autopilot's not in this part. But anyway, it's under systems. And then you scroll down. Then under autopilot, see, it says auto land available. 0 would be it's not available. 1 means it's available. Like auto throttle managed by plane. That's 0. Auto throttle does not move lever. 0. But I don't know exactly. But anyway, the max bank is 35, so you can change that, and it flies beautiful with the autopilot. So anyway, I just wanted to make this little video because I really like the airplane. There, no problem. I really like the airplane. I mean, it flies nice. Now I finally figured out how to do that, and I find it's. I think one guy had it mapped to his controller, but I find it works better here. It's too quick. But there's one video of the air transport pilot guy. He's actually, I forgot, sim. I could show you. He makes a pretty good video. I mean, explain some of the stuff that you can change this. I'll go there right now just for the heck of it. But he's got some pretty good videos on flight simulator. I mean, about this airplane. Except he didn't realize that there's a number in there that you can change. But you change this to get into heading mode. Click it. Right now it's in heading mode. Otherwise it's in track. And that's one thing I couldn't figure out. And I'm glad he explained it to me. And but now it works good. And here I'll show you a link to the where his is, the video. Just wait. Just wait 1 second. Here he's got a good video here.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm pretty new to making these kind of videos, and I'm hoping to put up more as things come along.
But anyway, he describes the autopilot pretty good. He does a really good job on it. He's a real pilot too. That's like I'm a real pilot also. But he really helps out a lot. I'm subscribed by him. He's an air transport pilot. I'm a private pilot. I've flown gliders. I get about 500 hours in, but anyway, I just wanted to. But definitely watch his videos. Very helpful. Helped me out and understand the plane a little bit better, a lot better. But and I got to write him a link, and give him my video and show him what about that thing. Actually, I should probably try to send him a. See, look at that. It works good. Now I'm back flying again. Here, try it once more. I kind of like that. So anyway, I hope everybody liked the video, and thanks for watching, and definitely change that number. So thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. Thanks. Okay, bye.